Hi everyone, welcome back. We're continuing in Module 2, Topic 2, Lesson 3, Activity 5. We are on page 294. This is a pretty challenging page, so you're going to need to stick with me, please. So Corinne's new dog pen is a rectangular pen that measures 12 yards by 4 yards. She reduced the area of her old rectangular dog pen by 60% after adopting out 6 puppies. List some possible dimensions of the old pen. Okay, so we know that the current pen is 12 yards by 4 yards. So it has an area of 48 yards squared. Length times width. So it's 48. The old pen was 60% bigger than that, right? She reduced this one by 60%. So we know she has 48 square yards is 60% of the original. So whatever this original was, 48 is 60% of that. So how do you go from 60 to 48? So 60, well, that's clear. 60 divided by 48 gives us 1.25. So you're dividing by, I don't know why I sometimes write it so that we can't even see it, divided by 1.25. So down here, divide by 1.25. So 100 divided by, oh, we do not need logarithmic functions. 100 divided by 1.25 is 80. So the original pen had an area of 80. Let's think that through for a second. Is 48 60% of 80? So if we had 80 and we thought about 10% of 80, that would be 8. So if we did 60%, that would be 6 of those. 6 times 8 gives us the 48. So that is correct. Now, that doesn't answer the question though. So this was us just checking to make sure that 80 was correct. List some possible dimensions of Corinne's old dog pen. It's an 80 yards squared. So she could have, it could have been, could it have been an 8 by 10? If this one's 12 wide, she would have to reduce it. Like, well, I guess she could have just redone it, used all new lumber. So it could have been an 8 by 10. What else might it have been? It might have been a 4 by 20. It might have been 2 feet wide by 40 feet long. Maybe it was a really long dog pen. Or it could have been a 1 by 80. Any of those would work. Okay, number 2. The tank is shown 75% full of water. What is the height of the tank? Okay, so basically we need the entire height. It stopped here, but we need the entire height. So, so we need the entire volume. Right now we could figure out the volume of the water, right? So volume is length times width times height. So what we currently have is a 5.5 times 7.5 times 18. So the volume of the tank, the way it is right now, so we have 5.5 times 7.5 times 18. So the volume of the tank is 742 and 5/10 centimeters cubed. Okay, and we know that this amount here is 75% of the full thing. So we know 742 and 5/10 is 75% of some amount. So we need to go this way. So how do you go from 75 to the 742 and 5/10? So 742 and 5/10 divided by 75. So we're doing a times 9.9. So times 9.9. So 100 times 9.9 gives us 990. So the volume of the entire thing is 990. I'm not going to do this question, so I'm going to continue writing down here. So if the volume of the entire part is 990, we need this. So we know volume equals length times width times height. So we know 990 is the total volume equals, so we did 5.5, 7.5, and then some height has to give us 990. So 5.5 times 7.5 is 41.25. Times whatever the height is has to give us 990. So 41.25 times something. So I don't know, but 990 divided by 41.25 tells me that it should be 24. Let's check it out. Is that true? 24 times 41.25. It is in fact 990. So the height of that tank is 24 centimeters. Okay, and I think that's all we're going to do in activity 5, at least for now. If I'm going to move forward and do this page, I will do it on another video.